She never saw the betrayal coming, until the grocery bags slipped from her numb fingers in the shadowed hallway. Eleanor Hayes paused just inside the back entrance of her daughter's sprawling home, the chill of early December clinging to her coat. She had driven 2 hours through sleet to deliver surprise holiday groceries for the big family gathering: turkey, sides, desserts for 20. No one knew. She wanted it to be a quiet gift, easing the load on her daughter Sarah and son-in-law Mark. Voices drifted from the living room, sharp and careless. "Just leave the whole mess with her," Mark said, chuckling low. "Eleanor's got nothing else going on. She'll watch the grandkids, clean up, whatever. It's what she lives for." Sarah's reply came softer, almost fond. "She already bought half the food last time. Might as well let her handle the rest. Keeps things simple." Eleanor's heart stuttered. The plastic handles bit deeper into her palms. She had planned to slip in, stock the fridge, and leave before anyone noticed. Instead, she stood frozen as the truth landed like ice. She wasn't family anymore. She was convenience. She backed out silently, closing the door without a sound. In her car, engine off, she stared at the dashboard until her breath fogged the windshield. No rage surged, just a deep, hollow ache. How many times had she dropped everything? When Sarah's twins were born premature, Eleanor moved in for 6 weeks. When Mark lost his job briefly, she sent checks without questions. Holidays, birthdays, emergencies. She was always the first call, the last to leave. She drove home under streetlights, mind replaying fragments, being seated at the kids' table at Thanksgiving while adults laughed in the dining room, scrubbing dishes alone after Sarah's promotion party while everyone danced, her name missing from group photos because she was behind the camera helping. At her quiet apartment, she spread the crumpled grocery receipt on the table. 847.22, and stared. Then she grabbed paper and pen. Left column, given. Endless drives. Overnight care. Money lent. Meals cooked. Laundry folded. Tears wiped. Sleep sacrificed. Right column, received. She wrote one thin line, occasional thanks that felt automatic. The imbalance glared back. She made a second list, assumptions versus desires. They assume, my time is infinite. My needs are minimal. My yes is guaranteed. I exist to support. I desire, to be asked, not expected. To share joy, not carry burdens. To be valued as a person, not a service. Rest. Recognition. Reciprocity. Clarity settled like dawn. She had taught them this pattern with every uncomplaining of course. Boundaries unspoken are boundaries ignored. Next morning, she called the specialty grocer. Cancel the standing holiday order, please. Partial refund processed.
No drama, no explanación no ud.
She packed a modest bag, warm layers, her worn journal, a novel half-read, and booked a cabin at Willow Ridge Retreat, a secluded spot in the foothills 2 states away, run by her old college friend Miriam. Phone powered off. No note left. She drove into the pale winter light, windows down despite the cold, letting the wind carry away years of silent obligation. At the cabin, Miriam greeted her with tea and no questions. A small group of women, widows, empty nesters, quiet seekers, shared fireside stories of reclaimed lives. Laughter came easy, unforced. Eleanor sat wrapped in a quilt, listening, breathing freely. Christmas morning, her phone lit with missed calls. Sarah. Mark. A text. Where are you? Everything's chaos without the food/the help. Eleanor let it ring. When she finally answered days later, her voice was steady. I heard what you said. I was there. You didn't invite me, you assigned me. Again. Silence stretched. Then excuses, guilt-tinged anger. I stepped away, she said simply. Not to hurt you. To save myself. They arrived at her door a week later, faces tight with frustration. You ruined the holidays, Sarah snapped. Everyone was asking where Grandma was. Eleanor met their eyes. I stopped being the invisible fixer. I'm your mother, not your backup plan. Mark shifted. We didn't mean. But you did, she interrupted gently. And I let it continue too long. She held the door open. No apology offered. They left, bewildered. Months unfolded quietly. Eleanor walked mountain trails on weekends, read by lamplight, volunteered at the local senior center, giving where it felt mutual, not obligatory. Calls from Sarah dwindled to cautious check-ins. Eleanor answered when she chose, shared when she wanted. One spring evening, she wrote in her journal, "Love without limits becomes loss. Protect your peace. It's the truest gift you can give yourself." A text arrived from Sarah, "Miss you. Can we talk?" Eleanor smiled, fingers hovering. She would reply someday. On her terms. For now, the quiet was enough. Earned. Whole.